Okay, I am live. Let me double check on the channel to confirm that I am live, as last time I did a stream, that was not the case. So, we're going to look at our own account. I am live. Look at that. All right, friends and family. Let's talk about Bitcoin. So, what's important to note is we are still in the throes of compression, and we don't have an implied direction. Right? We have our longest overexpanded period compressing. Sure, that is tapered off, but there's still volatility overhead. So essentially all that means is Bitcoin can jump either direction, but it can't go very far. And that makes for poor trading. So a spike in either direction is possible. Sideways is possible. There aren't a lot of signals we can use to get a good grasp of what's going to happen next. Excuse me, I'm going to grab a quick drink of water. Okay. So yeah, really simple. Not a lot to work with. 4-hour chart, it's probably going to tell a pretty similar story. It should be more compressed simply because it's a lower time frame, right? No volatility down here. But all that means is the overhead is on a higher time frame. So no implied direction, no with an implied limit to how far price can go. That's pretty hard to work with. However, our altcoins might be showing better signs. Starting off from the prior week, let's take a look at Ethereum. Goodness. That's quite the spike recently. However, last live stream, last attempted live stream, I had talked about how this could have been a great play to play the pivot, bounced along. It has immediately mean inverted, and now it is headed straight towards mean inversion, clean and simple. So if I had to guess, I would predict price is going to continue to trickle down in its current manner as it has been doing for the last 2 years. Simple and easy. So that was a really good short location. Probably test lower lows. We'll see. Let us take a look at Jasmy. Oddly clean for the daily chart. Very interesting. We played that pivot perfectly. No, this is very, very clean. We have our expansion. We trend. We repeatedly test the longest overexpanded period. That is gorgeous. Look at that. What a great chart. And we see trend continuation off the pivot. So new expansion, that should give us a pivot on the lower time frame. One thing we should note is tagging 3.2 of prior locks is dangerous. This is going to be a very hard resistance line. You'll notice a lot of volatility here. Realistically, I wouldn't expect any higher from here. I would expect the locks to come up, price to go sideways, and meet here for either reversion or trend continuation. That's a very nice chart. There's just currently not an entry for us. All right, let's take a look at gold. Oddly clean pivot on the 2-day is broken. Pivot really breaks down the lower time frames though. Now, no pivot, high overhead, and lots of noise. So, not seeing anything I like here. Take a look at Link. Be sure to get your questions in. I am checking the chat. Yeah, so higher time frames. I do need to say this. Whenever you have this sharp of a downward move, you will not recover quickly. Because you are going to just generate lots of overhead. Yes, this is technically in a bullish mean reversion. That typically caps out at the mean before further compression to allow new direction. Let's take a look at Santos. A long and sad decline. Technically a new bearish expansion on the 2-day chart. That's not good. You might get a bit of a bounce back here with us testing lower lows. But there is implied downward momentum. It's not very safe at all or desirable. Let's take a look at Brett. Okay, it's the USDT only pairing. Fine. We talked about this. Yeah. A little bunny hop and trend continuation. Nice parabola. If you want to try to take it off the lower low, you can, but we don't have a trend pivot. So dangerous. Very, 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 very dangerous. Let's check out RNDR. We have a very nice trend line down here. Too bad we don't put much weight in that. Let's see if there's any volatility signals down here that we can actually use. Okay, there is one. So we have a clean MR condition, right? If we tag above the pivot, you can probably safely play mean inversion. So if this just goes like this, breaks inside, you can play that to the mean, like so. Okay? You know, small position, 7%, still a safe thing to try. Or if you expect trend continuation because you have a nice trend line, you could probably go even higher. You would probably go for the local high. That's not bad, 44%. Do keep an eye on that mean reversion. If it starts, you should consider potentially taking a long. Not bad. Alrighty, folks. Been a pleasure.